Welcome back to our YouTube channel. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest content. Today, we're diving deep into the world of open source intelligence, OSINT for short. We'll be checking out 10 of the most powerful OSINT tools used by ethical hackers, cybersecurity pros, and even everyday folks like you and me. And to make things even cooler, we'll be using Kali Linux, which is like the ultimate hacker's toolbox. Let's get started. First up, we've got Sherlock. Imagine you want to find someone online, but they're practically a ghost. Just give it a username. Could be anything from Instagram to Spotify, and Sherlock scours the web, digging up social media profiles, usernames on different platforms, even dating profiles. It's kind of like having a private investigator for the internet, except you don't have to pay by the hour. Plus, it's all command line based, which might sound intimidating, but trust me, it's super simple to use. Maybe you're a journalist verifying someone's identity, a recruiter checking out potential candidates, or you just want to see what digital footprints you've left behind. Sherlock gives you that power. It's about taking control of your online presence and understanding how much information is really out there. Next up, let's talk about Spiderfoot. If Sherlock is our private investigator, Spiderfoot is like having a whole team of analysts working around the clock. This tool is all about automation. You give it a starting point, an email address, a domain name, whatever, and Spiderfoot goes to town. It crawls the web, connects the dots, and spits out a massive web of data visualization. Think of it like those crime scene investigation boards with the photos and red strings connecting everything. Except, instead of suspects, we've got IP addresses, email accounts, and hidden connections you wouldn't believe. You start to see how much information is out there and how easily it can be pieced together. With Spiderfoot, you can investigate phishing campaigns, map out an organization's digital footprint, even get a handle on your own online attack surface. It's like having your own personal OSINT army. Okay, so we've gathered a ton of information with Sherlock and Spiderfoot. Now what? That's where Maltego comes in. This tool is all about taking those mountains of data and turning them into something you can actually understand. Maltego is a data visualization master. It takes all those IP addresses, domain names, email addresses, all that stuff that makes your head spin, and creates these really cool interactive graphs. You can see how everything is connected, who's talking to who, and where the important links are. It's super useful for things like tracking down cybercriminals, investigating fraud, or even just understanding the relationships between different companies or organizations. If you're serious about OSINT, Maltego is definitely a tool you want to have in your arsenal. It's like having a secret weapon for making sense of the digital world. All right, now let's talk about finding those digital breadcrumbs. Sometimes you need to dig a little deeper to find the information you're looking for, and that's where the Harvester comes in. This tool is like a bloodhound for email addresses and domain names. You give it a target, could be a company, a website, even a person's name, and the Harvester sniffs out all the associated email addresses and subdomains it can find. We're talking about using this information for ethical hacking, cybersecurity research, things like that. The Harvester gives you that extra edge by uncovering those hidden connections. It's like having a sixth sense for the internet, able to sniff out information that's not always obvious. So far, we've been talking about finding information on people and organizations. But what about devices? That's where Shodan and Census come in. These tools are like the Google Maps of the internet, but instead of showing you streets and buildings, they show you all the connected devices out there. We're talking servers, webcams, industrial control systems, you name it. If it's connected to the internet, there's a good chance Shodan or Census knows about it. And here's the thing. A lot of these devices aren't very secure. Ethical hackers use Shodan and Census to find these vulnerabilities and report them so they can be fixed. It's about making the internet a safer place. You can use them to research specific types of devices, see how many devices are running a certain software, even track down your own devices if they're ever lost or stolen. It's like having X-ray vision for the internet, able to see everything that's connected. Alright, let's shift gears a bit and talk about web reconnaissance and metadata. We're talking about gathering information without ever actually interacting with a target website, and that's where recon-ng and FOCA come in. Recon-ng is like a digital scout, quietly gathering information about a target website. It can discover subdomains, find hidden directories, even identify the technologies being used on the site. FOCA, on the other hand, is all about metadata. Metadata is like the digital fingerprints left behind on files. FOCA can extract metadata from documents, images, even PDFs, revealing things like the author's name, the software used to create the file, and even the location where it was created. FOCA can help you trace the document back to its source, even if the file has been scrubbed clean of obvious identifiers. Let's be real. Sometimes the weakest link in cybersecurity isn't technology, it's people. That's where social engineering comes in, the art of manipulating people into giving up information or access. And when it comes to social engineering, SET and the OSINT framework are your go-to tools. SET, the social engineer toolkit, is like having a whole arsenal of social engineering tricks up your sleeve. It can create fake phishing pages, send spoofed emails, even set up rogue Wi-Fi access points. It's basically a toolkit for testing the human element of security. And trust me, it's scary how effective it can be. The OSINT framework, on the other hand, is more about gathering information for social engineering attacks. It's like a giant cheat sheet of resources organized by category that can help you find anything from someone's social media profiles to their home address. That's why it's important to use these tools responsibly and ethically. Remember, we're the good guys here. We've been talking about all these amazing OSINT tools, but there's one thing they all have in common: Kali Linux. It's like the ultimate playground for ethical hackers and cybersecurity professionals. Think of it as a special operating system that comes preloaded with all the tools you need to test, hack, and secure systems. Kali Linux is based on Debian, which is known for its stability and security, but Kali takes it to the next level by including a whole bunch of penetration testing and security auditing tools. And the best part? It's completely free and open source. Now you might be wondering, why Kali Linux? Why not just use my regular operating system? Well, for starters, Kali comes with all the tools pre-installed. You don't have to waste time downloading, installing, and configuring everything. Plus, Kali is designed with security in mind. So, if you're serious about ethical hacking or cybersecurity, Kali Linux is the way to go. Alright, we've talked about OSINT tools and Kali Linux, but what about the bigger picture? What is ethical hacking, and why is it so important? Well, ethical hackers are like the good guys in a digital world full of villains. They use their skills to find vulnerabilities in systems and networks before the bad guys do. Think of them as digital superheroes, protecting our data and our privacy. And OSINT plays a crucial role in ethical hacking. It's all about gathering information, connecting the dots, and building a complete picture of a target's security posture. Ethical hackers use OSINT to identify potential attack vectors, assess vulnerabilities, and develop strategies for mitigating risks. So if you're interested in a career in cybersecurity, ethical hacking is a great path to consider. Finally, let's talk about cybersecurity research. Cybersecurity researchers are like digital explorers, constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible and uncovering new threats. And OSINT is an essential tool in their arsenal. Researchers use OSINT to track down new malware, analyze attack trends, and develop new security solutions. They're constantly scouring the internet for clues, piecing together information from a variety of sources to stay one step ahead of the bad guys. It's like being a detective in a never-ending mystery novel, always searching for the next clue. And the best part? Cybersecurity research is a collaborative field. Researchers from all over the world share their findings and work together to make the internet a safer place for everyone. The possibilities are endless. That's it, guys. We've covered a lot of ground today, from basic OSINT techniques to advanced tools and techniques. Hopefully, you have a better understanding of what OSINT is, how it works, and why it's so important in today's digital world. If you're interested in learning more about OSINT, ethical hacking, or cybersecurity, be sure to check out the links in the description below. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and keep exploring the